Steve Kim here. So excited. Steve Kim Show, episode number 193. For today's Steve Kim Show, I am going to finally settle the difference between what a deposit is and what a down payment is, because I hear far too often from both buyers and agents using this term interchangeably. They are two completely different things as it pertains to a real estate transaction. So a deposit. What is it? A deposit is a form of security for the seller that holds the buyer accountable for completing the agreement of purchase and sale once the deal goes firm. Depending on the way the contract is worded, most deposits are due within 24 hours upon acceptance of the agreement of purchase and sales. Now, the deposit ensures that the buyer is committing to the purchase in good faith and that they have the intention of closing the deal upon removing subjects. The deposit ensures that the buyer is committing to the purchase in good faith and that they have the intention of closing the deal upon removing subjects, if there are any subjects. The only way that the buyer would lose their deposit is if they do remove subjects and hand in the deposit but later refuse to complete on the purchase. In that situation, the seller may get to keep the deposit and the buyer would absolutely have to forego it. Now, who typically holds the deposit? It's not the buyer's agent and it's not the buyer's brokerage, but it's the listing brokerage's trust account that holds this deposit in trust. And they hold it until the completion date when it forms a part of the down payment. Now, what's the down payment? A down payment is a total amount of funds that the buyer puts forward themselves to go towards purchasing a property. This may be in the form of cash savings or other savings like funds held in an RRSP and taken out as part of the home buyer's plan. Now, this down payment will make up the difference between what the purchase price is and the mortgage loan amount. It is essentially what the buyer pays towards a home, not factoring in closing costs to complete on a property purchase. The deposit forms a part of the down payment because you have already paid the deposit at the time you've removed subjects. In simplest terms, you can refer to this calculation for the deposit and down payment connection. So pay attention to this equation. Now, the deposit, which is due typically within 24 hours upon acceptance, plus the remaining down payment, which is due at completion, plus the mortgage done at completion, this all equals the purchase price. That is the equation. So let me give you an example. Let me break down the numbers for you. The buyers are buying a property with a purchase price of $500,000. They will be putting down a 10% down payment, which equates to $50,000. They remove subjects and the offer becomes a firm offer on a particular date, and they will now be closing at a later date. Now, the deposit, they're going to get 5% down. Now, 5% down of $500,000 is $25,000 they're going to need to secure the property. Now, the down payment, the buyers will need to pay the balance of the down payment on the closing date, which is going to be another $25,000, which is going to total $50,000, which equals the 10% down payment. So yes, the deposit amount is included in the down payment amount as it applies to the mortgage and purchase price of your property. Anyways, I hope you found this information useful. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to give me a call, send me a text, shoot me over a DM. As always, bring me kind, everyone. Take care.